Hey everybody, what's going on? Speedy Diver here, and this video has been highly requested by all of you watching. This is going to be a video where I try to see if this Xbox 360 is really dirty, because I've never been inside of this console before. Actually, the backstory behind this console is I just found this GameStop dumpster diving. So I've never seen this console in my life, don't know if it works, don't know if it's full of dust, don't know if there's bugs inside of it, you don't know what could be in a console. Now, the one thing that I do know is that it doesn't have this. Yeah, there's no cover for the disc tray or disc drive. So that's a little concerning. Also, there's no hard drive. So no hard drive and no cover for the disc tray. That's a little iffy. Don't know if it's going to turn on or not. So we're going to have to figure that out and see if it works. So with that being said, I'm going to quickly show you guys how to tear down an Xbox 360 Slim, and we're going to get inside and see how it looks. So the tools you will be needing for the job are basically just a screwdriver and I believe a Torx 8-bit. That's basically what it is. I believe it's Torx 8 or 9. I think it's an 8. So the first thing we're actually going to be doing is taking off the bottom vent and the top vent over here. So just like so, this piece is actually out. Now what ended up happening is this piece ended up coming off as well, which does need to come off, but this was the first piece that actually needed to come off before that outer bezel, basically. All these little tabs actually sound like they're cracking when they come out. They really don't, but they just sound like they do. So if you kind of hear it sounding like it's breaking, trust me, it is not. But next basically is going to be these little tabs on here. This side's already basically off. I don't know how that happened, but you could just see the tabs. They're actually inside of here, and then you could just take the screwdriver, kind of lift it up, and it comes right off. So one thing quickly to note is that you actually want to keep all these pieces that go together, because it's very easy to mix up this piece with, say, this bezel. It's very easy and they are different, so it's kind of, it would make it very difficult to put back together. So I was kind of going over the cosmetics of this very quickly just to see how it overall looked. It looks pretty good. Over here there's a little bit of a dent in the vent. It was a little concerning, but also what I noticed was back here, the Xbox 360 warranty sticker, it's actually cut. Now that means that someone's actually been in this Xbox before, and that could either be a good thing, meaning that maybe they tried to clean it, or a bad thing, meaning that it doesn't work and they tried to fix it, hopefully fixing it, or maybe made it even worse on the inside. I don't know what to expect with this console whatsoever. Also, one more thing that's actually not good at all, this. I was looking at this. This right here is the Wi-Fi card, basically to get you internet. It's bent. Like, the USB is like, yeah, that is not straight at all. That is really bent. That is not looking good. So next, I'm just going to take all the clips in the back here and just undo them, and then take the case off with the front as well, and then we're inside the Xbox. So with a little bit of force, I was able to get all these tabs in the back here unclipped from the actual case itself. It should come off very easy. There you go, just like so. And that's actually concerning as well, because this wasn't even plugged in. There's actually, wow, what is going on here? This is actually really, really crazy. Wow. Basically, this Xbox, this little cord is supposed to be plugged in right down here, right there. This is supposed to be plugged in right there. So that way, when you touch this with the touch of a finger, it turns on the Xbox. Why that wasn't plugged in really concerns me. That makes me think that someone put this Xbox back together not knowing how to put it back together. So next, basically all we have to do is just take out a bunch of screws. There's going to be one here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just all the black screws. The yellow ones stay in place. And then we're good to go. So there's all 5 screws. Take them out. Flip the bad boy over. And then we should be able to take... Oh, it's exciting. It's so exciting to see what's inside the console. Let's get it. Okay, it's looking normal. I'm actually really excited about that. It's not looking bad at all. Looking at this very quickly, it looks like there's a piece of food of some sort, maybe. But this is looking relatively clean. This is the actual heat shield, basically, from all the internals touching the plastic, so that's not bad at all. I mean, it's a little dusty. You can see the dust. It's not bad. Obviously, no hard drive. Hard drive would be right there. The actual disk tray is looking like it's in good condition. It's just missing the faceplate in the front. There's some dust on that. It's relatively not bad. It's actually really clean back here. They're usually clean back here, but this one's relatively really clean. Ooh, there is actually marking right there. If you guys can see that, there's some scratch marks on there. That's not good. That's not supposed to be like that. So the next step is to take the Xbox and unplug the disk tray, or disk drive, whatever people call it. I call it either a disk tray or disk drive, I don't know. But basically take this out. We can unplug it right back here. Just wiggle those cords out, very easy. Just like so. Don't know what that is. What is that? I don't remember ever seeing one of these little circuit boards on one of these before. Maybe I'm just not remembering. Maybe this console's modded. Is that a mod? All right, here, this little circuit board that's sticking up. I've never seen one of those before. But then again, I haven't taken many Xbox 360 Slims apart. I've mainly only taken Xbox 360s, like the arcades, the elites, not so much the Slims. So I haven't seen them as much as the original 360. Next, we can take off this little shield right here. This is just around the fan, just comes out just like so, F94. Never know why they say that, but anyone knows what that means, let me know. I'm actually kind of curious. It's so clean. There's usually all dust built up in here. I don't even have to clean it. I straight up don't even have to do anything to this console. I could put probably new thermal paste on this, but I'm probably not gonna do that because it's so freaking clean. So I normally don't do this, but since I'm so concerned about this console probably not working, I'm actually going to try it before I put the skin or the shell back on. One thing I noticed with this is that the disk drive, it's really hard to show you guys, but there's no, like tray. There's no tray that can pop out. I don't see it in there. So I don't think there's a tray that's going to pop out that you can put a disc in. I don't see it. Maybe it is in there. Maybe it goes in and hides or something, but I think it was ripped out, or this was maybe a replacement and someone broke it, or I don't even know. I have no idea what happened to this console. But basically just going to plug it all in and see what happens. Okay, a little confused with what's going on right now. Apparently I didn't even have to plug this in. I kind of thought there was a bypass, to be honest. But just by touching this, that doesn't sound good. This right here. It turns on. The fan's moving. The fan is actually moving. But I think the Xbox is registering that this is making noise and it's not actually working correctly, so that's why it's blinking. I think we have a faulty disk drive. I think that's the problem. Because that's not supposed to be blinking, obviously. So since it's not working, at least the disk tray is making a bunch of noises and it sounds like it's not working correctly, I'm going to take this bad boy apart and we're going to figure out what's going on inside of here. Now, relatively, this should be easy to take apart. I've actually taken apart one of these like years ago, but the original Xbox 360, so shouldn't be too different. This is just rubber feet, and get that crap out of here. Just a bunch of stuff so that when this shakes, that doesn't make sound or whatever. But there's just 4 Phillips head screws, some stickers, and also I'll have to take this magnet out of the top and actually put it on the game to hold it down. But other than that, it should come apart and we should maybe figure out what's going on here. Okay, so I'm literally fighting with this thing for like 5 minutes and I'm like, rip apart, why aren't you coming apart? There's literally no more screws holding it together. There's nothing that I could see that would hold it together. I cut that sticker and then I look at the front and I'm like, this fuzzy thing, why? I'm just gonna rip this crap off. Like, it just looks stupid. So I'm about to rip it off. I end up bending the case by accident. But this right here is what's holding it together. It's like super freaking amazingly strong material that I never even knew existed. Like this, it won't break this stuff. This stuff is indestructible right here. This is what was holding 2 metal pieces and my muscles from ripping this thing apart. Literally, like, I can't believe it. That is absurd. That is so absurd. And I bent the case, but I can bend it back for sure. So this is what basically makes your game kind of get red, so to say, because there's the eye right there. There's the eyeball that slides back and forth on the tracks. This is what holds the game in place, so to say. As well, here's all the gears. Look how the gears moving. There's a lot that goes into an Xbox, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually really cool. This is all greased up, looking good. They all look greased up, so that doesn't look like that's the problem. Like I said though, there's literally no tray. There's no tray in here. There's supposed to be a plastic tray that goes out of it and goes back. That's missing. One thing we can do, which I think will be really cool though, is actually take the Xbox and we'll plug this back in and we'll see how this works. I think that'll be super cool. It's a learning experience for me as well as you guys, because I've never actually done this before. That is epic. Okay, so as you can see, it was moving on the rails. Now it's not blinking. Oh! Did I fix it? Oh, and this moved up. Oh, no way, no way, no way. Oh, I'm actually freaking out. Where's the game? Now I could put this on here, and it's in the air to move freely. Look at that. That is epic. That is so cool. This is so mind-blowing. What? I have to basically rip these stickers out, get this magnet, put it on top of here, because this is a little magnet itself. This is what basically holds the game down as it spins at crazy RPMs. So, let's get this magnet out, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So this thing is actually glued down in here, and it's a little difficult to take off, but there we go. Got it. And, see, that's all we need, is this little guy right here. This little thing. And then it goes on. I can spin it, and it won't fall off. Who remembers when I built the ultimate Xbox controller? Here it is, in all of its blue glory. So let's sync this up to the Xbox, and by the way, guys, it works. It actually turns out, like literally, this bad boy is on right now. The fan is moving. That's just chilling there. It freaking works. It turned out, I don't know if it plays a game though. That's the only problem with this at the moment. As you can see, there is a crazy mess right here, but I'm going to be taking Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to be taking this magnet. This is a necessity. You do need this because the RPMs, as you can see, it actually clicks. Look at this. See, it clicks on. The RPMs of this, it spins so fast that if you didn't have that on top, it would fly off and just get destroyed. So that's the reason why that's actually there for all of you who do not know. We got a couple spins. We got spins. We got spins. Look at it. Look how fast that thing is spinning. If this thing flies off right now, it's going to kill me. It is spinning that. I hope it doesn't fly off. But it's freaking working! It is working! Oh my god, look how insane this is. I'm actually freaking out. Look how fast that thing is spinning. It's spinning faster than the fan. It freaking works. It freaking... Start button. Holy crap. Oh, it actually freaking works. Now you might be understanding why you need that magnet to hold the disc down. That disc, if that flies off, which it possibly could, that would cut you. That is dangerous. That is super highly dangerous. That thing is... the RPMs of this thing is ridiculous right now. The rotations per minute is absolutely insane. But it freaking works. I found a way to make an Xbox 360 without an actual disc tray that opens in and out. I found a way to make the actual game play. And I didn't think this Xbox was even going to work. And obviously I had to jerry-rig it a little bit. But, it's working. All I need to do now is just buy a disc tray that actually comes out and goes in, and I have a solid Xbox 360 Slim. That is freaking awesome, and I should get a hard drive as well. So I just shut it down, and now I was actually running this for about 20 minutes, and it did not overheat. Nothing bad happened. It actually worked flawlessly. Played a little bit of Modern Warfare 2 for quite some time, actually, and it's freaking awesome, and don't mind the keyboard and all this random stuff. The room right now is a complete disaster. Like, stuff is literally all over the place just to see if this thing was gonna work, and it freaking works. To start off with, though, I think the problem was that when the metal case was on the actual disk drive right here, I think something was jamming up. Something wasn't where it was supposed to be, and I think by me like hitting it around a little bit, I might have loosened something up and it made it work again, which is so cool. Now, some things that could be greased up are definitely these gears over here. Even though they are plastic, this was actually jamming up a little bit. I did notice a couple times, so that could have very well been the problem. That right there basically just makes the disc tray go in and out, which is not actually here at the moment, and then the eyeball goes up and down, this thing goes up and down, and then it reads the disc. If you thought this video was helpful in any way possible, make sure you leave a like, and if you did like the video as well, make sure you do consider subscribing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so freaking out. It actually worked. Sadly, there was no game in the console when I found it. This is actually a Modern Warfare 2 that I found dumpster diving as well, but not with the console. The power brick worked. That's freaking awesome. The actual power brick that I found with the console worked. I did find an Xbox 360 Connect, but I'm not going to try that out in this video. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I will be leaving all my Fix It with Speedy videos over here. Go check out my merchandise over here if you want to help support the channel. Subscribe to the Speedy Gamer, my gaming channel, and the Speedy Diver. And if you don't get notifications, unsubscribe and resubscribe. YouTube's been having a lot of problems lately. Hopefully they fix it soon, but you guys are awesome. This just made my freaking, like, my month. This just made my month amazing right here, seeing that this actually worked. But I'll catch you guys on the flip side.